So here we are up with the new chapter, which is chapter 5, acids, bases and salts. You must have heard about the acids, bases and the salts. In your previous classes, you have learned that how elements combine with one another to form compounds. कैसे elements combine होते हैं और आपस में बनाते हैं compounds. We are having a large number of compounds which exist today. Also, we are having materials which can be classified into groups. In the class 6, you have studied one chapter which is classifying materials into groups. There we have classified the different materials into different groups depending upon the properties, depending upon some kind of property, how we are classifying those materials based upon their physical properties such as color, hardness or softness, then solubility, whether they are soluble or insoluble in water, then depending upon their luster, whether they possess some kind of shine or they are dull in their physical properties, physical appearance. So these were basic properties which we have used to classify different materials into groups. Likewise, here we are having different classification. Now the materials which we use, they can also be classified into 3 different groups depending upon some different properties. This is the property of taste, how they taste. Depending upon their taste, on the basis of their taste, the materials can be classified into 3 different groups which are namely acids, bases and the salts. Here we are having one table which is showing the taste of some edible substances. We are having different substances. Depending upon their taste, we have classified them as acid, bases and salts. Here we have listed the taste. Here we have listed different substances and their taste. You have to read it and you have to get to know that these substances are having the same taste or not. Like the common salt which we use in the home, जो आप नमक यूज करते हो, अगर आप उसका सोल्यूशन बनाते हो, the salty solution of that common salt, how it tastes, definitely it being a salt, it will taste salty. Baking soda, that tastes somewhat bitter, थोड़ा कड़वा सा होता है और soapy होता है. Tamarind, which is इमली, वो क्या होती है, खट्टी होती है, so that is sour. Orange juice, जो orange का juice होता है, that is वो खट्टा मीठा होता है. So we have written here sour and sweet. The glucose, it is sweet because it is a sugar. Then we are having the starch which is tasteless. Starch is not having any taste. Starch is present in your rice. अगर आप राइस को बेसिकली बनाते हो तो उसमें क्या है, स्टार्च है. स्टार्च का क्या होता है, कोई टेस्ट नहीं होता है बेसिकली. वी आर हैविंग फ्रेश मिल्क. अगर मिल्क को आप टेस्ट करके देखोगे वो थोड़ा सा स्वीटिश होता है. इट इज having a sweet taste which is very mild. It is having lactose sugar in it. Because of that lactose sugar, it tastes a little sweet. The washing soda, it is bitter and soapy. The lemon juice, again it is sour, and the unripe mango, जो कच्ची कैरी होती है, that is also sour. So depending upon their taste, we have written here, we have followed the observations, we have observed different tastes of these substances and we have made a table. So among these substances, a few of the substances are having bitter taste, some of them are having sugar, some of them are having sweet taste like sugar and glucose, and others, they are having sour taste. So depending upon their taste, we have classified them into acids, bases and the salts. The acids, they taste sour. The bases, they are bitter in taste, and the salts, they are salty in taste. So here we are having the classification. All those substances like lemon juice which tastes sour because of the presence of some chemical which is called acid. जितने भी आपके substances हैं जो खट्टे होते हैं, they are tasting sour because of the presence of one chemical which is called acid, जिसको आप क्या बोलते हो, acid. अगर आपके substance में किसी भी तरीके का acid है, can be oxalic acid, can be formic acid, it can be citric acid, any acid it can be. If it is having some kind of chemical which is acid, then definitely that particular substance would be tasting sour. That will be sour. So all those materials which contain acid are called acidic substances. Then comes the other category like baking soda, which is slippery and bitter in taste. Why it is bitter? Because of the presence of a chemical which is called base. It is having base in it, that is why it is tasting bitter. And all those substances which contain base are called basic substances. Now we are having two different things. One is acid and other one is base. All those substances which contain acid, they are acidic substances, and all those substances which contain base, they are basic substances. Now you have to keep it in mind that whenever an acid reacts with a base, it forms another type of substance which is called salt. अगर आप एक एसिड को एक बेस के साथ में रिएक्ट कराते हो, it will form a new substance which is called salt. एसिड का टेस्ट और बेस का टेस्ट दोनों न्यूट्रलाइज हो जाते हैं. दोनों की प्रॉपर्टीज क्या हो जाती है? न्यूट्रलाइज हो जाती है. एसिड की प्रॉपर्टीज अलग होती हैं, बेस की प्रॉपर्टीज अलग होती हैं.
The acids, they are having somewhat different taste, and the bases, they are having different taste. But when they are combined together, they neutralize each other and form a different type of substance which is called a salt. So we are having acids, bases, but when the two are combined, when the two are reacted together, they form the another type of substance, which is the third substance which we have to study, which is salt. So we will study here the acids, then the bases, and also the salts. Let me show you one video regarding the acids. Basically, the word acid is derived from the Latin word which is acidus, which means sour. एसिड वर्ड कहाँ से डिराइव किया गया है? एक लैटिन वर्ड से डिराइव किया गया है, दैट इज एसिडस, जिसका मतलब होता है सॉर. सॉर इज खट्टा. द टर्म एसिड वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन केमिस्ट्री टू नेम दैट ग्रुप ऑफ कंपाउंड्स व्हिच आर हैविंग अ सॉर टेस्ट. ये एसिड वर्ड इंट्रोड्यूस किया था हमने केमिस्ट्री में, किसको नेम करने के लिए? उन कंपाउंड्स के ग्रुप को नेम करने के लिए जिनका टेस्ट कैसा है? खट्टा है. So we are having different acids. We are having mineral acids, organic acids, dilute acids and concentrated acids. So basically here we are having the mineral acids which are used in the laboratories. Laboratories में जो acids हम लोग use करते हैं, those are the mineral acids which are hydrochloric acid HCl, sulfuric acid H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3. These are the some examples of the mineral acids. They are used in the laboratories. Then we are having the organic acids. Organic acids कौन से acids होते हैं? These are the acids which occur naturally in the animals and the plant material. जो plants और animals में naturally occur करते हैं. These are the organic acids. Some examples are listed here. The citric acid. This acid is found in the citrus fruits. जितने भी खट्टे fruits होते हैं उसमें कौन सा acid होता है? Citric acid होता है. Like lemon, like orange, mosami, these kind of fruits they are having citric acid. Then we are having acetic acid जिसको हम vinegar बोलते हैं. सिरका जो आप घर पे यूज करते हो, that is vinegar, that is having the acetic acid. Vinegar itself is called acetic acid. Then we are having the cold drinks. जितनी भी आप cold drinks पीते हो उसके अंदर क्या होता है? Carbonic acid. The green apples, they are having the malic acid. All the tomatoes and the guava, they are having oxalic acid. Bee sting, जो मधुमक्खी होती है, अगर वो sting करती है, the bee sting, that is having the formic acid. Whenever a bee sting to your skin, आपकी स्किन कैसी हो जाती है? रेडिश हो जाती है और वहाँ से हार्ड हो जाती है, because of the secretion of this formic acid. Then tea is having tannic acid. Curd is having lactic acid, and the grapes, they are having tartaric acid. So these are some different acids which occur naturally in the plants, in the plant materials, plant or the plant materials. These are the organic acids. Next we are having the concentrated and the dilute acids. अब ये concentrated और dilute acids क्या होते हैं? Acids are the solutions of the acidic gases in water. बेसिकली जो सॉल्यूशंस हैं, एसिड क्या हैं? दीज आर द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ द एसिडिक गैसेस इन वाटर. जो एसिडिक गैसेस हैं उनको वाटर में हम लोग डिसॉल्व करते हैं, देन वी फॉर्म द सॉल्यूशन, दे आर कॉल्ड द एसिड्स. तो एसिड्स हैं वो क्या है? गैस और वाटर का सॉल्यूशन है. द एसिडिक गैसेस आर डिसॉल्व्ड इन द वाटर. नाउ इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द मटीरियल विच इज डिसॉल्व्ड. आपने गैस कितनी डिसॉल्व की है? गैस ज़्यादा है उसमें या फिर वाटर ज़्यादा है? This depends on what kind of acid will be formed. कंसंट्रेटेड एसिड होगा या डाइल्यूट एसिड होगा. द सोल्यूशन विच कंटेन्स द मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ एसिडिक गैस, वो सोल्यूशन जिसमें सबसे ज़्यादा अमाउंट होगी एसिडिक गैस की, दैट इज कॉल्ड अ कंसंट्रेटेड एसिड. The concentrated acids basically are represented as concentrated. The word concentrated is fixed in the previous of that acid. It is used as a prefix. अगर आप H2SO4 लिख रहे हो, आप उसके prefix में लिख दोगे concentrated, CONC. It is short form for the concentrated. It can be written as concentrated sulfuric acid, which is concentrated H2SO4, concentrated HNO3, which is concentrated nitric acid, and concentrated HCl, which is concentrated hydrochloric acid. Then comes the another solution which contains lesser amount of the acidic gas. अगर आपके solution में acidic gas कम है और amount of water ज़्यादा है, if you are having the solution which is having lesser amount of acidic gas and large amount of water, then it will be termed as dilute acid. वो क्या होगा? Dilute acid होगा. And all these dilute acids, they are represented by using the prefix dilute or DIL to show the dilute nature of those acids. And the dilute acids, they will be written like this: dilute H2SO4 or dilute sulfuric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute HCl, and dilute HNO3 or the dilute nitric acid. Thus the solutions, the acidic solutions are having different concentrations and they can be prepared by changing the relative amount of gas and water. Different concentrations के हम लोग acidic solutions बना सकते हैं by changing the relative amount of gas and the water. We are preparing the acids by combining the acidic gas into water. By changing the relative amount of gas and water, अगर हम गैस और वाटर का अमाउंट चेंज करेंगे तो उनकी कंसंट्रेशन को भी चेंज कर सकते हैं हम. अगर ज़्यादा अमाउंट में गैस है तो कंसंट्रेटेड होगी, एसिड कंसंट्रेटेड होगा, बट इट डिपेंड्स आपने कितनी गैस डिजोल्व की है. अगर ज़्यादा डिजोल्व की है तो ज़्यादा कंसंट्रेशन होगी, मोर कंसंट्रेटेड इट विल बी एंड मोर डेंजरस इट विल बी. और अगर ज़्यादा पानी अगर आप यूज़ करोगे, दैट वुड बी डाइल्यूट एंड इट विल बी not that dangerous, although acids are dangerous. Next we are having the properties of acids. Basically in this we will be studying that what kind of properties the acids show, and in this section we will be studying the physical properties as well as the chemical properties. In the physical properties we will be studying that physically how they look, how they show the different properties which we can see physically. And in the chemical properties we will be studying about the chemical reactions, how the acids undergo different chemical reactions when treated with some other substance, when reacted with bases, when reacted with water, when reacted with oxygen. Like this we will be going to study the chemical properties there. So firstly we are having the physical properties, and in the physical properties we are having a lot of properties, 6 to 7 properties we are having. First one is all the acids have a sour taste. This we have already understood that whichever substance is sour in taste, it is having some kind of acid present in it. Or in other words, we can also say all the substances which contain the acids, they have a sour taste. So first property is very clear to us that all the acids they have a sour taste. जितने भी acids होते हैं वो खट्टे होते हैं. Second is acids are soluble in water. This is very important property. All the acids are soluble in water. All acids when dissolved in water they form a clear solution. जब भी किसी acid को water में dissolve किया जाता है वो एक clear solution बना लेता है because all the acids they are soluble in water. Now depending upon the amount of water, acids can be either dilute or concentrated. In the last class we have already studied that what are dilute acids and what are concentrated acids. It depends upon the amount of gas and water. आपने acidic gas को कितना dissolve किया है और water कितना dissolve किया है, depending upon that we are having dilute acids as well as the concentrated acids. Now you have to keep in mind one very important thing. Whenever we add water and acid, if we are going to dilute the acid, dilute कैसे किया जाएगा acid को? Water का content increase करके. अगर गैस का कंटेंट ज़्यादा है तो वो कंसनट्रेटेड एसिड होगा, बट वाटर का कंटेंट अगर गैस से ज़्यादा होगा देन इट विल बी डाइल्यूट एसिड. बट इट डिपेंड्स हाउ मच गैस इज प्रेजेंट एंड हाउ मच वाटर इज प्रेजेंट. जितना ज़्यादा वाटर होगा उतना ही ज़्यादा डाइल्यूट एसिड होगा, जितना कम वाटर होगा उतना कम डाइल्यूट होगा, उतना ही ज़्यादा कंसनट्रेटेड होगा. So if the amount of water is more in an acid, it is called dilute acid. We are all having this fact clear in our mind कि अगर amount of water ज़्यादा है acid में तो वो क्या होगा? Dilute acid. And if the amount of water is less, it is called concentrated acid. We are having this point very clear. Now moving to the third point, it is very important to know that whenever a strong acid is mixed with water, जब भी किसी strong acid को पानी के साथ में मिक्स किया जाएगा, a large amount of heat is produced. बहुत ज़्यादा अमाउंट में हीट प्रोड्यूस होती है जब भी किसी स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड को वाटर के साथ में मिक्स किया जाता है. सो टू मेक अ डाइल्यूट सोल्यूशन ऑफ एसिड, इफ़ वी आर डाइल्यूटिंग द एसिड, अगर हमें एसिड को डाइल्यूट करना है, पानी और ज़्यादा उसमें पानी का कंटेंट और ज़्यादा इंक्रीज करना है, देन इट इज़ वेरी नेसेसरी दैट वी शुड ऐड acid to the water and not water to the acid. जब भी आप एसिड के सोल्यूशन को डाइल्यूट करोगे, जब भी आप किसी एसिडिक सोल्यूशन को डाइल्यूट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, then it is quite obvious that you have to add water. आपको वाटर का कंटेंट उसमें बढ़ाना है. Now we are having two things. We should either should we add water to the acid or acid to the water. So it is very necessary to know, very important to know that whenever we are diluting any acid, never add water on acid, never pour water on acid. कभी भी strong acid के ऊपर water को pour नहीं करना है, because whenever we do it, a large amount of heat is produced. अगर strong acid है उसके ऊपर आप water content डालोगे, water तो धीरे धीरे आप उसमें add करोगे, but that acid is already concentrated, that is already strong and large amount of heat is produced. So never add water on the acid, never pour water on acid. Instead what you have to do is you have to add acid to the water. धीरे धीरे, वो भी एकदम से नहीं होगा. You are having water in one beaker, this is not you are going to do that, simply add acid in the water. Never do it. Whenever you are diluting any acid, take water and add the acid slowly in small quantities. धीरे धीरे एसिड को ऐड करना है ताकि उसे डाइल्यूट कर सकें. Why we are doing this? Because whenever we do this, जब भी हम लोग एसिड और वाटर को मिक्स करते हैं, large amount of heat is produced. Next is acids turn blue litmus paper red. We are having one paper which is called litmus paper, which is used to study whether the substance is acidic, basic or neutral. किसी भी substance का नेचर पता करने के लिए कि वो acidic नेचर का है, basic नेचर का है या फिर न्यूट्रल है, उसके लिए हम लोग एक पेपर यूज करते हैं which is litmus paper. So whenever the acids are tested with the litmus paper, अगर किसी भी acidic substance को हम लोग litmus paper के साथ में टेस्ट करते हैं, then the acids they turn the blue litmus paper red. Blue litmus paper होता है एक हमारे पास और एक red litmus paper होता है. अगर हम लोग red litmus paper को acids के ऊपर टेस्ट करेंगे, वो अपना कलर चेंज नहीं करेगा क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी red है. बट अगर blue litmus paper को हम acids के साथ में चेक करेंगे तो वो blue litmus को red कर देगा. ऐसे ही जो बेसिस होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं, ब्लू लिटमस पेपर को कोई इफेक्ट नहीं डालते, बट रेड लिटमस पेपर को वो ब्लू टर्न कर देते हैं. हमारे पास एक और लिटमस पेपर भी होता है जिसमें कलर्स वेरी करते हैं. उसमें भी हम लोग चेक कर सकते हैं कि एसिडिक सोल्यूशन कौन सा है और बेसिक सोल्यूशन कौन सा है. आई विल बी शोइंग यू दैट पेपर ऑल्सो. सो टिल नाउ you have to keep it in mind that acids they turn blue litmus paper red and bases they turn the red litmus paper blue. That means here the acids will turn the blue litmus paper red. वो red turn करते हैं blue litmus paper को. Next is acids conduct electricity in solution form. अगर हमारा acid solution form में है, that means if the acidic gas is dissolved in water, if we are having the solution of that acid, then it will be conducting electricity. जो एसिड्स होते हैं वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को कंडक्ट करते हैं सॉल्यूशन के फॉर्म में. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी आर हैविंग एसिड्स आर कोरोसिव इन नेचर. एसिड्स क्या होते हैं? कोरोसिव होते हैं. मतलब वो क्या करते हैं, कुछ मेटल्स, बहुत सारे मेटल्स ऐसे होते हैं जिनको कोरोड करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. कोरोजन आपने पढ़ा, जैसे रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन होता है, ऐसे ही कोरोजन, वो दैट इज अ काइंड ऑफ कोरोजन ओनली. मेटल्स को क्या करते हैं? कोरोड कर देते हैं, उनको खत्म करने लग जाते हैं. वी आर हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ मेटल्स लाइक आयरन एंड एल्यूमिनियम. दे कोरोड व्हेन दे कम इन द कॉन्टैक्ट ऑफ एसिड्स. सो एसिड्स आर बेसिकली कोरोसिव इन नेचर. वो बहुत ज़्यादा सीवियर बर्न भी कर सकते हैं हमारी स्किन पे. They can cause severe burn injuries to the skin because they are very dangerous to use. अगर concentrated acid होगा, अगर acid बहुत ज़्यादा concentration का है तो वो हमारी skin को ख़त्म भी कर सकता है. They are very dangerous for us and we should use it very wisely and with taking safety precautions. They can also destroy paper. Acids ऐसे ही होते हैं, they are corrosive. वो हमारी स्किन को भी बर्न कर सकते हैं. दे कैन ऑल्सो डिस्ट्रॉय द पेपर. पेपर को भी बर्न कर सकते हैं वो. दे कैन डिस्ट्रॉय द क्लोथ. दे कैन डिस्ट्रॉय द वुड एंड इवन कोरोड द मेटल्स. मेटल्स आपको पता है कितने हार्ड होते हैं. दे आर वेरी हार्ड. स्टिल द एसिड्स आर दैट मच कोरोसिव दैट दे कैन कोरोड द मेटल्स इवन. That is why, for this reason, the acids are generally stored in the glass or ceramic containers. उनको प्लास्टिक के बर्तन में नहीं डालते हैं या फिर किसी और बर्तन में नहीं डालते, because it can corrode it. मेटल्स में, मेटल के बर्तन में भी नहीं डालते हैं, प्लास्टिक के बर्तन में भी नहीं डालते हैं. प्लास्टिक में भी प्लास्टिक पिघल जाएगा एसिड के कॉन्टैक्ट में. And the metals, they will be corroded. One thing we are having glass and the ceramic containers. Why we are using glass for keeping the acids in it? Because glass doesn't react with acids. So that is why, due to this reason, because they are corrosive in nature, they are stored in the glass or the ceramic containers. So these were some physical properties that the acids possess.
Thank you and have a good day.